Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, I'm rocking a little twist out. Today is actually hair wash day, so I'm gonna wash my hair today. So I let it out to breathe for a little bit. But today, as you can see from the title, I am going to give y'all the itinerary of the trip that we took to Puerto Rico for my little sister. And actually, this was like a really good trip because in total, I can say that if we round it up, I only ended up spending $1,200. And that's actually really good for like plane, hotel, food, on top of that, activities. And all we literally needed was like 3 days. It was like a little weekend trip, but we took it kind of like in the weekday. I think that's what really made the difference and we were able to enjoy ourselves. And at the end of the video, I am going to have a little, I guess you could call it montage of the whole trip from like the airport all the way until, you know, the end of the last night of our trip there. And it's gonna be really quick, but you'll be able to see literally everything that I spoke about when we got there because I was vlogging since the moment we got to the airport, from when we landed and all that. So I actually have a list because I couldn't like just memorize everything, but I am gonna be putting things up on the board so you guys can see basically everything. So we can start off with the flight and the days that we took. So you already know that during the week, flights are usually cheaper. We were gonna take a weekend trip, but you know, of course the weekends are also more expensive, but we were also trying to make it work with the school days that my sister go. And basically we were just making this trip affordable and fun. We went there for, it was actually 3 days, but technically it kind of came up to 2 days, but we still made it work because we ended up getting like a late flight. And by the time we land, all we had to do was just sleep. And then that morning we woke up early. We did literally everything in a day. And then that night, you know, we had dinner and all that. And then the following day we caught a flight and we went home. But it was definitely like worth it. And it was like everything we planned for. We were able to do everything. So we started off with cheapflights.com was where we got our tickets from. We ended up flying with Frontier. With the flight for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday we flew at, our plane took off at 10 p.m. And Saturday when we came home, we didn't land until like 4 in the afternoon. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those 3 days plus carry-on totaled up to $467.92. That's per person. We ended up booking at the Hyatt place on bookings.com. With bookings.com, you're actually able to pay for the first night, and then when you actually got there, you pay for basically the rest of the nights. So we ended up just, you know, since I was hostess, that did the mostest, that didn't do much. We ended up just selling each other the money, and I ended up paying for it. So, you know, that half came out, and then by the time we got there, I just paid the other half. So in total for technically 2 nights, 3 days, it came up to $883, and we just split that in half because the room already came with 2 beds and it had a pull-out couch. So I already was gonna like share bed with my sister, and it's like we don't even take up that much space when it comes to each other. So everybody was able to sleep comfortable. So $294.30, you know, per person. And once again, still pretty good. So with the Hyatt place San Juan, apparently this is like literally the best hotel to stay at in Puerto Rico because you are literally like right there in San Juan, in the heart of everything. Malcolm, please. You're like literally in the heart of everything. It's the fact that he's laying here drinking his sippy cup and humming for me. Like, can you go back to where your sister was, sir? So anywho, apparently that is like the spot to be at because you're literally around everything. And on top of that, the hotel that we stayed in, it actually has a free shuttle that can take you straight into Old San Juan. And you know, of course, Old San Juan, it has all the historic monuments, and if you want to take a tour there, you can. This isn't my first time going to Puerto Rico, so I kind of like had that little tour already. So, you know, I wasn't interested in getting the tour. So I wish we knew that initially when we got there, there was a free shuttle that takes us to San Juan, that we would have never gotten the Uber to go eat breakfast at San Juan. So we knew now. So at the Hyatt place, like I said, it's literally everywhere. Everything is right there. And they told us this is the best spot to stay because it's like one of the hot spots to stay. And this was the hotel that I stayed last time. And I said we booked it from bookings.com. So that was good. So we started off our morning of Friday morning. We started Friday morning by getting breakfast. So we were already up and early. We wanted to walk around Old San Juan, but it's a good thing that we didn't even bother doing that because it started drizzling. And, you know, I was there with my little dress and whatever. And I was just like, damn, this is a bad time to wear a dress. I was like overdressed compared to everyone because I wanted to like take pictures in Old San Juan with my clothes and then like just change in the bathroom and then put on my workout clothes. So if you look in the picture, everybody had like their workout clothes because we were going to go to the zip lining after. I was the only one with this big old yellow dress, y'all. But whatever. So it started drizzling. So we ended up getting breakfast. We got breakfast at Cafe House, Old San Juan. Listen, go there to get breakfast. The food was bomb. They're not stingy with the alcohol. The food came out in big portions. It was so good. A1. And it's super affordable. So after breakfast, we went to the rainforest, the zip line in El Yuquay Foothill from Old San Juan. I mispronounced the word, I know that already, but I'm gonna put the name of it here so you guys can see exactly what it is. And with the zip lining, it was $111.80 per person, which is actually like pretty good. That's actually great for 2 hours. And on top of that, we were in the actual rainforest. Listen, we were hot. We were like basically hiking to get to where we needed to go. There was a truck that took us up the hill. Listen, it was nice. It was very, very nice. We got to see different parts of San Juan that I didn't get to see because, you know, we literally went to the other side of the island. So we were able to see all the hills and all the houses on the hill. We actually drove through this little town before we were able to go up this hill to get there. And we actually got our tickets from Viator. This is where we actually got all the activity ticket. So right after the zip lining, my poor baby sister, she got injured, y'all. Her nail was too long. And while she was zip lining, you know, they tell us to like, don't squeeze, but hold down when we're slowing down. And, you know, she said that her thing flipped. I wasn't there because I had to like run inside to get like a locker or whatever. So she left without me when she was supposed to wait. I wasn't there, so she got into a little accident. All I know is she came running and she was like, my nail, and, you know, her nail got caught into it. You know, I did my whole little first aid, whatever. You know, the nurse and me, I did my little first aid. Those people didn't have to do anything for her. And I basically just, you know, got her finger wrapped up and, you know, we went to some gas station later. Got her some Motrin for the pain. But other than that, she was fine, guys. It was just her nail. You don't go on trips knowing you're going to do all these activities with long nails. But her nails were cute, though. But anyways, so that was that. So after the rainforest, we actually went straight to Laquilo Beach. I don't know if I said that right. I'm going to have the name. And right there is where we're doing the flyboarding experience, which is something I've never done before. When I say I drank so much salt water, guys, it's ridiculous how much salt water I drank. But I had so much fun. Listen, my god sister and I, we were like, if you were sick, your whole insides got cleaned that day. By how much water went in and went out. Like, listen, when I said I could breathe better after all that salt water, trust me, it's a good experience. I do highly recommend it. It is like a little tough in the beginning, but once you start getting the hang of it, that's when the thing is like over. It's like, all right, your time's up. And it's like literally, we paid $61.54 per person. And it's about 30 minutes long, but let me tell you, those are like the longest 30 minutes of your life. And with me, I had to be on there longer because my sister did not want to go because she did not want to mess up her hair, guys. And listen, it's not for somebody that just got like a fresh lace front done. Like, you're going to be in the water because you initially start on your back. So all your hair is going to get wet. Every time you fall down inside that water, you're going to get wet from head to toe. This is why I wear glueless wigs, because I was able to take my wig off and wash it when I got to the hotel. But definitely worth it. I do recommend braids if, you know, you're deciding to go on a trip and do lots of activities, or a glueless wig because you had a helmet on, so it's not like your wig's gonna fall off, you know. But definitely fun. So after that, we ended up going back to the hotel. Well, actually, you know, right where on the beach, there's like a place that has like a whole bunch of like, you know, places you can walk in and grab something to eat, like little cafes or whatever. So if you do want to get a snack, you can do that. We ended up getting a snack. I don't even remember what we ate, but like, I didn't really like it. So we ended up going back to our hotel. And from there, you know, we got ready. We had reservations done at Eters Rooftop Lounge. That's actually like one of my friends recommended that. He's Puerto Rican. And he saw that I was in Puerto Rico. And he was like, oh, go to this place, do that, do that. I'm like, okay, we already doing that. And then he recommended Eters Rooftop. So I'm like, all right, perfect. We can do something, we can go there. Which is a very nice place, actually. Like, a nice rooftop vibe. You can tell that this is a very popular place when it's brunch time, because I can see it. They have like a DJ and everything. But it sucked. It started raining. Well, not even raining, drizzling. And, you know, the first thing I did was grab my drink and take my little heels, and I went straight down the stairs before it actually start. And right under it is like another little, I guess like a case of an emergency, like if it rains type of spot down there. So literally, we literally just went right down one level, and we were able to enjoy dinner from there. You know, the waitress that came and sang happy birthday to my sister. She was so happy, guys. So after Eters, we went to La Placita. So I like La Placita. I've been there before. And it's basically like an outdoor types of party vibe. So I don't recommend you wear heels there, because you're literally like on the street, and it's one of those places that you can like bar hop, club hop, and whatever. And everything's like for free. The only thing you do is when you go in there, if you want drinks, you pay for drinks, but everything's for free. You don't even get ID'd when you go over there. All they do is just like, if you have a little bag, they search your bag and, you know, make sure, you know, you're not carrying no weapons or whatever. But other than that, it was a vibe, guys. There was like, we had fun. We didn't get back to the hotel until like 3, 4 in the morning, around 3 o'clock. We could have stayed later, but my sister was getting sleepy. Boo. She was getting sleepy, so we ended up taking her there. You know, we ended up calling an Uber, and yeah, we went back to the hotel. You know, I showered, and I was already like pre-packed, because when we were getting ready for dinner, we already kind of pre-packed a little, because we were gonna wake up early, because our flight was at noon. So even though we woke up and it gave us a lot of time, but we still wanted to like get some breakfast and whatever. So yeah, so the Uber. So getting around the place, this is basically how we got around. So when we got from the airport to the hotel, we actually took an Uber. So with the Uber, the guy was telling us that he wanted to be our personal chauffeur, and he could just take us around to all our activities with her. But the thing with him, he was upcharging us, guys. He tried to ask us for like $300 for like the whole day. We could split that amongst the three of us, but like when we calculated, like let's say if we went from the hotel to get breakfast, and from breakfast to the zip line place, and from the zip line place to the beach, once we calculated that, it was less than $300. So it's like we could have just took an Uber for ourselves without having you as our personal chauffeur or whatever. But the thing is that we were already splitting the Uber costs. So we actually, that morning, we actually, after we did breakfast, we got this Uber driver. His name is Augusto. So we were actually talking to him and telling him like, oh yeah, we're going to go to the rainforest and blah, 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 and whatever. And then he's like, I could be your personal driver and we could take you there. He was only charging us like $200. And once we added the math, it came up to like $190 something. So we're like, we can give him that $200. And the best part about it, the fact that we had the personal driver to like basically take us, oh shit. Okay, so it went in my eye, guys. So basically the fact that he gets to drive us around or whatever, he waited for us when we were done with the activity, so we didn't have to like wait for another Uber to come and none of that stuff. Like he made stops with us, like let's say we wanted to go to the gas station, wanted to grab something, and you know, he would like stop and get it for us. And you know, like when I said my sister got injured or whatever and she needed a Motrin, he took us to the gas station, he waited for us, you know, I grabbed it and whatever. Like he was like the best, guys. I wish there was like a way we could just display him and be like, look for this guy, he's super cool. But his picture should be like at our little slide. You'll see him in our little slideshow. So yeah, so in total with the Uber, like on my end, I only ended up paying $173 in total for me, because we were like literally splitting the Uber. So I ended up, you know, when it comes to a certain time, we'll like rotate. So I'll call the Uber today, she'll call the Uber, you know, for this time, for when we're going here. My cousin will call the Uber. Everybody was paying except my sister, because, you know, broke best friend. Anyways, so that's basically it. So once we added up the cost for the Frontier, cost for the hotel, you know, as an individual person, cost for the zip lining, flyboarding, Uber, in total, it comes up to $1,109 in total. But if you just like add the food and probably alcohol, I would say I'll give it like a $1,200 flat. because even the alcohol isn't expensive over there because it's not like the alcohol is imported. Everything's like super cheap over there. Like, I have no problem going again for the third time. That's literally like a little go-to quick vacation, mini vacation spot. You know, for $1,200, we were able to have a blast. By the time we knocked out on the airplane, by the time we got home, we were so content and so satisfied. Like, we had such a good time. Like, we decided, well, weekend trips is our thing, and we will be doing more weekend trips. And we already told ourselves that we have to do at least minimum once a year. But if we can squeeze in more out of the year, we will. You know, so that was our little breakdown on everything. I will have everything listed below. I will try to get the link for the Viator, so you guys can actually be able to see like different activities and whatever. And Viator isn't just for Puerto Rico. You can like find activities in all parts of the country. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments. So yeah, now you guys are gonna see my little montage at the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want, you can share this, you know, appreciate it. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy.